So after paying off your debts, we invest our money to generate more wealth, right? But money is not the ultimate goal. Eventually, money is just the instruments to lead to your personal goals. Okay, again, money, you want to generate more money, but having more money is not your ultimate goal. The amount of money is used to lead you or bring you or drives you to your personal dreams, personal goals, which is not money. It can be a car, it can be a house, it can be retiring early, it can be you want to buy an island and live in an island for the rest of your life. But all these require money, but money shouldn't be your ultimate goal. This should be your goal in your life. So setting your personal financial goal can be challenging, but can be important as well. You need to know what is your goal in your life. And with that goal, you need to know where you are at right now. So within these 2 points, what is the link that you need to do? How do you get there? So when you know how you want to get there, right? Then again, how long can you accept you in your life to get there? Do you want to get there in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? So you know how much input you need to put in right now for your investment to reach your goal, right? And again, who can you approach to help you? So when we talk about investment, when we talk about financials, it can be quite sensitive for some people, but please make sure you find someone like a mentor or maybe a good friend who is in financial advisor or financial firm, so you can ask him or her from time to time for advice. Because most people of you here are like me. We don't really come from a substantial financial background. We learn ourselves. We go through the hard way. We learn lessons from the hard way. So that's why I can share all this with you today. But yeah, make sure you start off with a mentor to guide you, or you can join some groups that we can have substantial discussion to exchange ideas. So I'm quoting here two quotes from this famous guy here. So in the end of the story from these 2 quotes, right? Money is not your ultimate goal. Freedom is, and your life is. Okay, so don't let chasing money blind your mind. Money is not the goal, time is. So with that, let's come to the final portion of today's session. So before we enter, warning, your capital is at risk because whatever you invest in, be it stocks, be it bonds, be it ETF, be it mutual funds, the expected return is not guaranteed. Okay, it can fluctuate up, it can fluctuate down. Okay, it can give you more returns, it can give you some deficit from time to time. All right, your capital is at risk. Right, please do your homework before you do any investment, and please don't sue me, please don't complain to me if you lose any money. Okay, so with that, your capital is at risk, but with risk comes with greater reward. Okay, some people will call this high risk, high return, low risk, low return, but it's a too simplified way to say so. But in a nutshell, yes, if you are investing in something with higher risk, you should get a higher potential return. With a lower risk investment, you should get a lower return. Okay, so how to start investing? These are a few ways that you can start on your investment journey, which I will not cover in this session today, because as you can see, with all these basics going on, I'm using close to 2 hours already. So this will be shared in later sessions if you are interested. So top investing strategy. First, fundamental analysis. You need to know the fundamentals of the companies, how well they're performing in terms of their financials. So if their financials are strong, they are making money, they are generating good profits, they are expanding their business, their CEO is good, they have a good management team. Yeah, all these are good indication of a good companies. Technical analysis look at charts, all right? So is there a pattern in the price range? Is there a support level? Is there a dip that we can buy in? Is the stock price now rushing too high? Is it a good time to entry, or maybe we should wait for it for some correction? Yeah, things like that falls under technical analysis. So value investing. In value investing, we believe in buying stocks at their discounted rate. So let's say for an example, Apple today, if they are trading at $100, which is a fair price, and for some reason, the stock price dropped 20% to $80 per share. So you can take this drop of 20% as 20% of discount to buy this stock. So value investing, we believe in buying stocks that are at a discounted or cheap price. So in the long run, it should ideally return to its fair value or even more. So growth investing believe in buying companies that are growing fast, that generates high growth in their stock price. So a typical example will be Tesla, yeah, which has been booming for years now, for months. So another strategy that's popular is called the buy and hold strategy. So these are more long-term strategy, meaning to say you buy today, you hold it for your dear life, and you will only realize your return by the time you sell it. Okay, so buy and hold is one popular strategy. It's a long-term passive investment strategy because you buy it today, you imagine that the stock market is closed for the 10, 20, 30 years. And you can only open and sell whatever you buy earlier on, but at that point of time, and realize whatever return or deficit it gives you. Okay, so buy and hold strategy is good for the long term if you have a lump sum of money and you know when to get in the right time. But I'm sharing here one of the warnings posed by one of the analysts, which I can't remember who, but this is based on the Warren Buffett indicator. Warren Buffett indicator is an indicator popularly used by Warren Buffett. Okay, that is not his original name, but it's an indicator that Warren Buffett used to see whether the global market is overpriced, whether a bubble is coming. So Warren Buffett indicator here shows that it's sounding an alarm because it's close to a peak. Maybe a stock bubble will come soon. So the moral of this story, the moral of this slide is not to tell you that stock bubble is coming. I can't predict the future. But what I'm trying to explain here is that you can't be sure when is the lowest point of the stock market. You can't be sure when is the highest point of the stock market. So if you are trying to time the market, it can be costly because you might be buying in at the wrong time. So it can hurt you in the long run. So buy and hold strategy is good for the long run, but if you are buying too high, it might not be very good. So I'm going to introduce you another strategy that works for everyone. Investing a small sum regularly compared to invest a big sum in a go. Okay, and that strategy is popularly known as dollar cost averaging. Okay, dollar cost averaging, simply put, if you have a steady surplus of money that you want to invest in every month, let's say $100, you just put $100 into a certain investment, be it ETF, be it stock, whatever. You just invest that $100 every month, and you don't care how the price moves. Okay, you don't care today you are buying at $10, tomorrow is $14. Is it too expensive? You don't care. You just buy. It dropped to $9, you buy. It grows, you buy. It dropped down again, you buy. Then in the end, it becomes $10. You still buy. Okay. Compared to lump sum investment, which is buy and hold, you put money in, then you take back later. So you can see, if you are buying at holding at a not so good time, right? For this case, your lump sum investment return is zero, because you buy in $10, then when you sell out, also $10, so you didn't gain anything. But if you are doing dollar cost averaging, the good thing is you buy at fair price, you buy at higher price, you buy at discounted price. So in this scenario, in the long run, you still get some return by doing so compared to lump sum investment. But of course, saying that, if you are lump sum investing at the right time compared to DCA, it can generate you in some scenario, it can generate you a greater return, but also with a higher risk, all right? Risk and reward. So to make this more easy for you, I'm going to tell you this story about these three sisters, Tiffany, Brittany, and Sarah. And this is shared by my friend Sean, all right? So These three people, these three girls, they have $200 per month and invest in S&P 500 index fund. So they save and invest for the 40 years, and we'll compare their results. So first, Tiffany is trying to time the market, okay? So save 200 every month in the 3% interest rate and waiting for the perfect timing to invest. But Tiffany has the worst time of timing, okay? She dumped in all her money here, then market crash. So she didn't get to sow it until certain amount of time because she applies the buy and hold strategy. She wait until the stock recovers, basically. So she sold it. So her money, 96K, turns out to be 663K. Second, Brittany. Brittany also did the same saving, 200 per month in saving account, 3% interest. And Brittany is better because he buys at the correct time after the market crash. So Tiffany, perfect timing, earned her this much of amount, which is a lot more than Tiffany. So here Sarah is using DCA, dollar cost averaging strategy, because she don't have any interest to watch the market or monitor the market. In fact, she only did one thing. From the starting point of time, she opened an account to automatically gyro her money $200 per month to index fund, and she never looked at the account, okay? But today, Sarah's account is worth a lot more compared to the other two sisters. So lesson of the story, time in the market actually beats timing the market, okay? Don't try to time the market, because if you time it wrongly, it can be quite costly. If you time it perfectly, but you still lose your opportunity cost, your time that you didn't put into investment. But if you do this discipline and regularly, it can actually beat your expectation without using a lot of the brain cells, and you still can get a significant return in the long run. Okay, so Tiffany, Brittany, Sarah stand for terrible, perfect, steady lah. Okay, so invest steadily and your wealth will build steadily also. Okay, so the very ending part of this session, I would like to introduce you 3 apps which I'm using, and I will find it very beneficial for people like you, like me, who are very lazy but who want to invest and write the higher interest rate return to generate more wealth also. Okay, so these are 3 apps. This is based on my personal use. Of course, they will be better apps outside, but these 3 apps are what I'm using now, and I will recommend you what I'm actually doing. So first will be Singlife. So Singlife is something pretty new to me. I actually used this for actually 2 months ago. Yeah. So Singlife is a rather new application, which is a insurance saving plan with annual return of 2.5% for your first 10K deposit. So how it do? It actually compounds your money monthly by dividing 2.5 to 12. 2.5 divided by 12, I don't know how much you go and count. But every month they will gyro in, they will deposit in your money into your Singlife account. Okay, so I just received mine last month. It comes quite timely, and so far I'm using it pretty much. I just put money aside. I don't care. Okay, this is part of my emergency fund. And what it does is that, because it's an insurance saving plan, it's called Singlife. Okay, so part of your investment here not only generates 2.5 per annum. So let's say, God forbid, if you pass away, right? This amount of money can be paid off to you as well. Okay, so other things about it, you can also apply for a Singlife Visa debit card. I didn't, because I don't want to touch this amount of money. But if you do, you can use a Singlife. You can apply for a Visa debit card also, so you can use it as your monthly expense account. Okay, and the good thing is that they have a very simple apps interface for every beginners to use. And to top up is also very easy. Just pay now to their account, then can already. Okay, so this is the first app, Singlife. And here is some review from Sidley, one of the good website for you to refer if you are in Singapore and you want to do investment or financial stuff. Okay, 2.5% per annum for first 10K. I find it pretty good because it beats the bank, it beats a lot of fixed deposit, 1% per annum from 10K and above, no fees, no fees. Yeah, that is a plus point. Life insurance coverage of 5% of account value, no FX charge if you are using their card. And if you got retrenched, I think this applies for COVID situation. So you can claim up to 3 months of average card spend usage. So second will be StashAway, and I have attached a QR code here. So in the case where you want to use StashAway, you didn't have an account yet, you are feel free to scan this QR code to use my referral link. So once you use my referral link, both you and me, we have a 6-month period of time where we don't incur any fees for the first 10K of investment. Okay, so meaning to say, if you use this QR code, you scan, you apply for StashAway. For the first 10K of investment you put in StashAway, right, for the first 6 months, they are not going to charge you any fees at all. So StashAway is robo investing platform. So it's also the first robo investing platform in Singapore to obtain fund management license. Okay, I find this very important because fund management license is not very easy to get in a way, and they are also regulated by MAS. So in the case where StashAway go bust or go missing, you are covered by MAS to a certain amount. I forgot, is it 75K or 100K? Okay, this you will need to check yourself, but you are protected under MAS in the case where StashAway go bust. So these are some of StashAway interface. You can choose for general investing, meaning just invest every month for DCA on a range of ETFs. And the good thing about StashAway is that you don't need to do anything to allocate your money into different ETFs with their own algorithms. Okay, so you can have goal-based investing. You can tell them you want to buy a car in 5 years, so they will tell you how much money you need to save every month. And what you do, you just do monthly gyro, the amount of money to StashAway, and they will try to save and invest and hit your goal by that time. So income portfolio, for those who wants to have a passive income, not so much on capital growth, you want more passive income, you can also invest in StashAway income portfolio, where they invest more on REITs, like real estate investment trust, sorry. So they give you a higher amount of dividend, or bonds that give you higher amount of coupon payment. So you can generate fixed income from that as your passive income, things like that. And one more bonus, you can actually invest your SRS account funds into StashAway to generate a higher amount of return compared to SRS. And yeah, some other things about StashAway, you have different investment throughout different countries, US, Europe, Asia, South Africa. So yeah, they actually distribute your fund well. So they put some of your fund in fixed income, some in equity, some in international and commodities as well. So again, some review from Sidley. We are not sponsored, I'm not sponsored as well. Cost is around 1% per year if you don't use any referral link. It's about 0.88% per annum, if I remember correctly. Projected income, right now, for me personally, I'm having around 10% of return per annum. So again, it's subjected to how much risk you are willing to take. So third apps I'm going to introduce you here will be eToro. eToro, I'm not sure, have you seen these apps before when you are scrolling through YouTube? All right, this advertisement by eToro simply tells that these two investment, one of them is playing game here, one of them do investment study every day, but both are earning similar income because eToro have one simple function which a lot of trading platforms don't have, that is called the copy portfolio function. So this guy here, he has an eToro account, he's investing for a long term, say, and this guy here, he goes on eToro, he check on his profile, he click copy trade, so he copy all his trade. Okay, but again, I don't advise you to copy trades as a beginner. I want you to learn by making manual trades from eToro. Okay, so eToro, these are the interface compared to other interface that I'm exploring now. eToro actually gives a quite user-friendly interface for beginners to try to trade their own stocks or ETFs or commodities. Okay, so you have the markets, your logos here, Facebook, Apple. You have the price change, you have the price chart. This is a sell button, buy button, the range of the price, and you can view your portfolio here, things like that. So again, if you don't have eToro and you would like to try, you can use the QR code I attach here on the top right corner. So once you apply eToro with this, both you and me will get a $50 USD off from eToro, and you can start investing with that $50 on eToro. Yeah, so another good thing about eToro is that you can start your trade with $50 minimum to buy underlying stocks for, say, Google, Apple, those that are trading in NYSE, New York Stock Exchange profile. So any stocks you can open with $50. Some are contracts with eToro. Some you can buy underlying assets. Okay, so that's for eToro. So apart from these three, of course, there are a lot more useful websites and mobile apps for you to use. So apart from eToro, TD Ameritrade and Interactive Brokers are two great trading or investing platform for people to start their investment on their own as well. But these two, the interface might not be so user-friendly from eToro. So if you are starting off, I would personally suggest you to start with eToro. And if you want, you can always explore opportunities in TD and IB. Okay, some other apps that you should have if you want to invest. Investing.com is good. Morningstar is good to analyze company. Yahoo Finance, free source, and finvix.com. They actually show you this tree map every day to let you know what are the price movement day to day, month to month, year to year, how much is the gain, how much percentage, what sectors are doing good, is technology going too high, or service is not performing well, yeah, things like that. So this will be a snapshot from my own phone, and these are the apps I'm using to manage my financials. So first we have Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. I'm exploring still, so that's why I'm not encouraging any of you to touch this yet. SP Group to track my utilities, a few banks apps for me to transfer funds here and there, Stashaway, eToro, Singlife, and yeah, other apps that I introduced just now. So before we end, here's a quote from Warren Buffett: "The stock market is a wonderful, efficient mechanism for transferring your wealth, from impatient to patient people." So please be long-term greedy, don't be short-term greedy. So as you can see, you can face a large deficit in a short period of time, but if you are investing long-term, all those small little fluctuations, in the end, you can get rid of them. So with that, I'm going to have a quick chat, quick intro to the two special guests I have today. They will be doing a quick sharing, a simple sharing on their journey. So first will be this guy called Zipei, and Zipei is someone I know from uni, but we didn't really get to interact much until recently. Both of us are investing and trading, and we are in the same discussion group, and we are also following same mentors, I would say. Okay, so let's get Zipei on here, and I'll stop my sharing for a while so we can hear some comments from Zipei. So Zipei, are you there? Hello, Zipei? If you can hear me.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Wow, I see the guitar on the back. Is that a real
No, it's
background?
a virtual background.
Oh, it's a virtual background. Okay. You want to do a quick self-intro?
Yeah, sure. For me, as you mentioned, I was from NTU, and after I graduated, for like it has been 3 years now, and I work as an engineer. Yeah, so that's a very short introduction of me.
Okay, yeah, short and sweet. But as an engineer, right? How long have you started investing, and why do you start your investing?
For my investment journey, actually, I've been started to look at investment since last December.
Okay.
It's because of my second brother, actually. he has been investing in unit trust, and from his portfolio, I saw that he has a gain of about 10 to 15% in a year, and
Okay.
it's quite a good return, I would say.
Mm,
So that's why I started to look into investments such as Robo Invest, Unit Trust, and then in this year March, I think I saw you posted the eToro
yeah.
in Instagram, so I approached you and then I look into that as well.
Okay.
Then I started with eToro actually, and after that, my brother also introduced me to a online course, and from there I get to know TD Ameritrade, which
Mm,
trades options.
yep.
Yeah,
Making
so
good
that's
profit
my
portions.
investment journey.
Okay. All right. So from when you saw your second brother investing in unit trust back at that time, you didn't do any investment, right? You are only saving all your money in the banks and paying
Yeah,
the debt.
correct. That's
Okay.
that's that's what I did.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for most people that are here also. So as a from your journey, right, from your transition, can you give a short advice to maybe new investors? How, like what you learn when you start, and how should people start from scratch, or things that they should avoid, they shouldn't do?
Um, as for a start, I think first thing is invest in yourself first. That
Mm-hmm.
means like you have to get yourself educated first with proper knowledge on how to invest,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, you have to start taking action immediately when you have the knowledge.
Okay.
But also because in many platforms like eToro or TD Ameritrade, they have virtual accounts for you.
Mm,
So you can basically start with that
mm,
and learn how to invest with that. And although it's a demo account, you need to treat it as like the money inside is your money.
yep.
Yeah, then only you will learn a lot from there. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's a good advice, and it's something I missed from my earlier sharing. So eToro actually has this virtual account. So once you set up, you have 100K or 10K, right? Then you can play around with that money. Okay. And what Zipei mentioned is very important. You need to treat the money in your virtual account as your real money. Okay. When I start off, I didn't treat that as my real money. So I trade like gambling. And I use that mentality to trade in real life. And yeah, I lost a lot of my capital. Okay, so great sharing by Zipei. And yeah, anything you want to share
Um,
on?
I think I will share one thing.
Okay.
It's when you want to invest, you must make sure that you always follow the rules
Mm,
and do not get greedy.
mm,
That's one of the most important things. Yeah.
yep, I find that very important too, because yeah, me myself, I wasn't very disciplined in the earlier times, but now I learned the hard way lah, after I lose all the money. Then I start to get
Yeah.
disciplined. Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing. And
Thank you.
yep. So, and for those who don't know, Zipei and I, we are working on another sharing section on options also, as Zipei mentioned just now, he's doing on TD Ameritrade, and that will be coming soon in the following weeks or months, depending on how well we progress. But yeah, please stay tuned to Zipei sharing also. All right. Thanks, Zipei, for sharing. And all right, the other special guest I'm trying to bring up today, this guy, wow, is dropping value bomb every day. I see him sharing his Instagram every day, trying to bring impacts to people's life, try to help people to gain more, wealth. So this guy here, special guest too, Sean Kang, secret to ABC strategy sharing. So let's hear from him on how he helped busy working adults kickstart their investing journey in 7 days. So if you find beneficial, follow his Instagram also at higherpeaks.everyday, or you can simply scan the QR code here. All right, all to you, Sean.
Oh, testing. Is my voice clear?
Yep, I can hear you.
Hey, thanks for inviting me, and thank you very much for spending for the last 3 hours to share. And I find it very, very valuable. So I guess the question for me is like how probably I can share a little bit like what made me started like in the first place. I sent a video to the, it's a 57 seconds video. Are you able to play it on your site?
Yeah, give me a minute. I
Yeah,
actually
it's
forgot
the
about
link. I'll post in the Zoom group chat, then we can play from there. Okay.
So is this TikTok?
Yep.
This
is
video?
Something that I find it very real.
Sorry, let me replay this.
I am lost.
Yep. Yeah, so it's a video I saw my friend share on Instagram, and I find it really, there's a meaning behind it. So that's also another reason why I started out. Because personally, I come from a mid to low income family, and like personally, I'm the eldest son in my family. So like my goal is actually to help my parents to clear their debt, retire my parents, support my brothers and sisters' tuition fee, so on and so forth. And then I realized one thing very important. Like there's this quote that actually changed my mindset, which is like there's no such thing as income gap, but there's knowledge gap. So like the reason why someone is able to make more money, right, is because they know how. So then that's when I realized I need to start to learn as early as possible, because nobody's going to come and teach me, right? I have to take the initiative to learn it and do it for myself, because I know if I just solely rely on working full-time, I will never be able to get there. So then I started out. I think it's very similar. Like there are a lot of things out there, a lot of information, a lot of platforms. So I was quite lost. I spent a lot of money on courses, so more than 10K, and make some losses also. And I guess my biggest lesson that I learned is actually after like 5 years, like the fastest way to overcome your problem and to get what you want, right, is actually seek help from people who have done it before, and find a mentor, find a coach, and also learn directly from them. And the other mistake is not to ask second opinion from people who have never done it before. For example, some of your friends or teachers might discourage you like not to start a business, don't invest because it's risky. They say this because they care for you, but they have never done it before. So don't let this kind of comments stop you from doing what you want, right? And yeah, so I realized whatever that like Ziyi shared today, right, is very important. Like school never teach one. So for me, like my goal right now, since I learned how to do it, I'm also trying to help as many people as possible. Just imagine like one day, right, you know how to invest properly. You want to share with your families, you want to share with your friends as well. Because I wish back then when I first started out, right, there was someone who can guide me also. Yeah. So so far, so my goal is actually to start a non-profit teaching center, and yeah, and so far I'm happy because every person that I met, more or less, I have successfully helped them to start their investment journey. And I'm very happy to see more and more people like G, like Joe, starting to influence and share people around them as well. And I hope that today, the 10 of us here, 11 of us here, we learn something and we share with the people around you. So just like how you got help from this sharing. Okay. So last but not least, right, I've got a small gift to send for everyone, because I believe after today, you have learned several methods to do investing. And you might be wondering like, which of these methods actually suits me the best? So would it be picking stocks, bonds, options trading, real estate, ETF, or funds, right? So this link I'll post in a Telegram, sorry, not Telegram, in a Zoom group chat. Yeah, I guess this would be something that would be helpful for you to take your next step. It's a link working? Is it accessible?
Yep, I'm trying it now. Yes, it's accessible. It's a passive income starter kit, right?
Yep. So yeah, I guess that's all. Any questions?
Yep. Any questions from Sean? Because I know that he's dropping value bomb every day in the Instagram. So in the case where you want to know what he's sharing and what I'm talking about, you can follow his Instagram here from the QR code or from his Instagram higher picks every day, and you'll know what value bombs he's actually dropping and how much life he has been impacting. All right. So Sean is someone I followed in the early times when I trade. Okay, he will share basically everything he learned. Okay, he share his trades, he share what he learns from the journey, how to build your passive income, your dream. Okay, so yeah, if you have any questions, you can always find me or Sean to ask more about how to build your wealth, and feel free to use the form so Sean can approach you again on how to build your passive income accordingly. All right. Okay. Thanks, Sean, for sharing. Yeah, so with that, what's next? All right, I will quickly wrap this up with a few action plans for you to do. So first of all, you can join us on our Telegram channel. So in this Telegram channel, we have called SM Investment Diary, or you can type just @investment diary in your Telegram. So it will appear up and you can join us. This group is for free. It's a broadcast channel. So it started off as a diary of my own investment journey. So from time to time, I start to invite friends into this Telegram channel, and it becomes something like a SM investor discussion group, right? So Zipei and Sean and me, myself, we are all in this investment group. So anything we see in the market, anything we learn, anything we find it valuable, we'll post it in this group and we'll discuss and exchange ideas together. So, all right, so right now we have 8 members here. I think it has grown to 10 or 11, I'm not sure, but feel free to join this group so we can build a small community on ourselves and we can start sharing our ideas and do better. So what's next, all right? So as I mentioned, we have actually a few more things we want to share. So now you know the basics. How are you going to start your first investment? All right, this will be the next step. And if you are interested, we can always arrange a guided walkthrough. And the other sections we are also planning to do is something more on telling you how to do some financial analysis on companies, how the simple things you need to observe, and technical analysis to get you the right timing to buy. And Sean, I'm still liaising with Sean to come up with a session to build your investment portfolio, to build something of a passive income to reach your financial goals, your life goals, and also option basic trading by Zipei. So he learned options from another mentor, and right now he's trying to share all the value he learns from that and teach you all the basics that you need to know if you are trying to trade options and get some fixed income from there. And not last but not least, something related to Singapore, how CPF works, how it helps, how you can write on this, how does it benefits you, how should you allocate your funds, etc., things like that. All right. So I will use this. I will be sharing this in one of my feedback form, which will be in this website. So this is my personal website, joeharmonica.com, and feel free to go in. I will be posting more stuff in there. So right now it's more on music, more on my life, more on some things I'm sharing in the YouTube, some of the things I'm selling as merchandise. So even with this shirt I'm wearing here, it's actually from joeharmonica.com as well. So feel free to lock it in. And I'm posting here a few reference links. So once I send you the PowerPoint, if you are interested, you can play around with these few concepts here, some calculators, and some useful links for investing if you are located in Singapore or even Malaysia. Some of the things are relevant. Okay, so these are the links for the 3 apps: Singlife, StashAway, and eToro. So again, I'm going to quote Warren Buffett here: never depend on your single income. So please make sure you do your investment to create you a second income source, so you can sleep well and your money is still doing work for you. So to achieve your financial goal quickly, again, multiple income stream, increase your active income source and build your passive income stream gradually. So to wrap it up, right, the best investment I made, not only on my knowledge, but if you think about it, right, what is the most expensive hotel in the world? It's actually the hospital in general, okay? Hospital beds are the most expensive one. So there are many things you care about in your life, your family, your loved one, your children, your home, your car, your hobby, everything, okay? Imagine all that are zero and yourself is one. So what actually matters is your health, okay? If you fail today, if you touch wood, you pass away today, all this doesn't matter anymore, okay? So the best investment you can make is actually make sure you have a good health and have a balance of health and wealth in terms of investing. So with that having said, I have a YouTube channel here sharing health as well. If you are interested, click on the link, click scan me, anything you prefer. And after this session, I hope that you achieve whatever we mentioned in the very beginning, the objectives we want to provide you. And again, disclaimer, all these are for sharing. We are not doing any recommendation to buy or sell. Please do your own homework and use all the content here at your own risk. And now Q&A session. If you have any questions that you want to ask, you can post them in our Zoom link chat. So we will answer. It's either me, Sean, or Zipei. We can answer if you have any. If you don't have any, please help us to fill out this feedback form. So again, you can scan the QR code, you can type in the link, whichever suits you. Please help us to fill out this feedback form because it will be very beneficial for us to plan for our future Zoom sharing session to know how much we can do better, what are the topics you are more interested of, how much do you learn from this session, and what are the areas that we need to work on more to provide more clarity. Okay, so just type in joeharmonica.com/before-your-invest-feedback or just scan the QR code. All right, last thing, to quote Warren Buffett again, the best investment you can make is to invest in yourself. Like what all three of us have said, the more you learn, the more you earn, and share your knowledge gap. Share your knowledge and close the knowledge gap. Okay, with that, I thank you all for having this evening together with us, and we are wishing you great health and wealth. So I'll be answer some questions posted in the group chat, which I saw. All right, this is from Shenqi. Join already, thank you. All right, thanks for joining. Is it good to start in investment with low capital as there is charge for every trade? With low capital, service charge become relatively high. Okay, so Zipei, I think he answered in the group chat as well. So it's okay to start early with low capital because if you are starting early, most of the time you have small capital or low capital, all right? So the questions come when what you are investing with the low amount of capital. Again, there are many platforms that allows you to start investing with low capitals. For example, StashAway I shared, they don't really have a minimum account. You can start with $10 per month, $50 per month, they are fine as well. And they don't really charge you fees if you refer people. Okay, so no fees, no cost, and you still get your wealth built up. And as Zipei is sharing now in the group chat, there are a lot of platforms nowadays, they are charging zero commission. Basically, they are not charging you anything for using their platform. So things like eToro, they don't charge commission. How they earn money is by the price difference when you buy and sell. But again, they don't charge commission for you to hold. And interactive brokers, I'm not too sure, but I saw something that they are not going for zero commission and they provide $25 USD to buy underlying stocks from a few months ago. And TD America Trade, right now, I saw advertisement of zero commission as well. If not, there are certain ways that you can get zero commissions or low commissions trade in TD America Trade as well. So there are many ways you can start off with low capital and find the platform that suits you, that is in your comfortable zone, and you don't pay the high cost or high fees that can incur damage to your investment. All right, I hope that's clear for you, Shenqi. And any other questions from other participants tonight? Again, I will be sharing this PowerPoint and the spreadsheet to your email soon, right after we have them tidy up. And I'm actually recording this Zoom session. I know it's a long 3-hour session. I will try to edit it and maybe post it somewhere in my personal website or by email, so you can refer back anytime of the time, all right? So if there is no question, do help me to fill the feedback form, and yep, I will see you in next session then. Okay, thanks Trixie, thanks Xuanqi for staying back. I know there are a few people who have left already, but it's fine, I will follow up with them. So thank you everyone for joining. And yeah, Ho-Ting Sean, congrats for getting one step closer to making it happen. Thanks Zipei and thanks Sean for sharing in my session today. And yep, have a great weekend, a great Saturday night if you're not sleeping yet, and enjoy your Sunday. We'll see you soon. All right, thanks for joining. That's all for today. Bye.